Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining in our effort to communicate with the larger community. I would like to start with introducing our just talk series and uh, the Guppy group, which is behind this program. Guppy Alliance for Sustainable Habitat is a self-funded association of habitat professionals and researchers that seek to mainstream sustainability as a core concern in design, policy, and habitat management. Among its members spread across the country are pioneers and leading Indian practitioners of genuinely sustainable approaches in architecture, construction, and participatory rehabilitation. As one of our continuing engagements with the larger community across various fields, we would like to introduce this series, Guppy Talks, which is a series of interactive and thought-provoking conversations that explores the experiences and learnings of concerned habitat professionals. The series aims to reach out to a larger audience of students, academics, and professionals, including policy influencers, through candid sharing and insightful conversations. We'll bring you some of the best professionals and practitioners in the field who share a common vision for a better, more equitable habitat, for a creative and integrated development approach to design of the built environment and related issues. We would like to thank EDS Global and the team who have given us the organizational support under USAID-led MAITREE program. Recordings of all these Guppy talks will be uploaded subsequently on our YouTube channel, Guppy channel. Now I would like to introduce two of my colleagues and friends from Guppy who are the presenters today and who have graciously offered to share their work at our request. Chitra Vishwanath, who is from Biome Environmental Solutions in Bengaluru, introduces herself in her own words. An architect by serendipity who is flowing through life stoically and huge load of doubt. Summing up, I am a short-term pessimist and a long-term optimist, a short fuzzy human. Kiran Vaghela, who mentors Studio Dot and is one of the founding members at Hunarshala Foundation in Bhuj, Gujarat. He is a dreamer, a poet, an artist, blurring boundaries between minimalism, traditions, and aesthetic expression, and his work and relationship with this community and context and the culture he has built lasting bridges between artisans, architecture, and art. We are also accompanied today two of our experienced colleagues, Siddharth Wig from Chandigarh and Suhasini Ayer Guiganm from Auroville. Both excellent architects and practitioners, through their work over the last 3 decades, they have dealt with complex issues and challenges and opportunities of running a successful practice of ecologically sensitive architecture, planning, and design. They will be guiding us during these discussions through deep insights and understanding from their practice following the two presentations. Prachi and her team are hosts from EDS Global Delhi. She will moderate questions and comments. With this, I welcome you all and the presenters, Chitra.
Downloaded just that I opened the wrong PPT.
Okay.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah, now we can see it.
You can see it. So,
Yes.
So one of the talks, yeah, in one of the Corona days. And so I begin with the fact that I wonder what exactly, how do I define frugality? So I searched, I read, and after much soul searching and looking for various meanings, what I really thought I would define frugality with is enjoying simple pleasures. And it's not this being cheap or saving money. So the question arises, what are the simple pleasures? And then simple pleasures in building in India, a tropical climate. And I feel the biggest pleasure is enjoying shade and a lovely breeze. And nothing more than this. Huh? Be in the open and enjoy watching your environment. Furthermore, when we start looking at frugality, what comes to mind is, especially in building, is how much material are we using or how less are we using. To me, this house in Assam is my favorite. With the two materials, it's both support, it's wall, it's windows, it allows for light, it allows for air, and a simple sheet above, just because there are no more thatch or can't be put by men who have gone out to work in other cities, a simple sheet. And then I call this the mother of all wattle and daub construction and of design, Gandhi's ashram at Wardha. Same in terms of walls, two materials. But what he does inside is beautiful. A lime wash, so you get a very nice white clean surface. But still, if you notice, the windows are the same materials which are part of the top. And the verandas are two-layered. So one layer is semi-open. One layer, though being semi-open, is still like a living room, which you could enjoy. Then I go next to the Gandhi of South of architecture, and I see Baker. And this example of his I find extremely iconic, not only because it's of bricks, but also as simple as that. All the windows too are the same material, and the chairs and tables, except for the tabletop, everything is brick. Then I bring in our project. One of the projects which was done about, this is done in 1996, so 24 years back, meant in a place where we had to collect the water from the river, use it for agriculture. At the lower level is a stone tank and upper level simple bricks, stone cantilevered steps. And we were able to document it, go see it about a month back, and it's still the same. Above, we, even at that time in 96, put a photovoltaic cell. Next is I go to a recent structure of a recent design, which is also simple pleasures, only when you have challenges. So here is a project where it's within the city of Bangalore, in the suburbs of Bangalore, where you get a plot which is with apartments under construction one side and industrial go down, a small road in the front, and there's this plot which the Vastu guy has come and told us that this is the amount, the blue rectangle, which alone can be built as per Vastu. So now these constraints are placed, and the client also puts a constraint of budget and 5 months for design and building. So this became almost like a design and build exercise, and also which we talked to the clients and started the whole project immediately. So I'm just showing this picture. We thought of a tree, and not a tree for this whole romantic image of studying under a tree, but tree for its structural reason, for the dendriforms, and because of the possibilities a dendriform could bring about. And the resultant use by the teachers to hang things and children to be able to climb up is something which we enjoyed getting in. But we also talked to the client, and the client was all the time saying that this plot of land is available to him only for 5 years. Just for 5 years, because it's on lease, and they would move out, and this building either would be given away to the owners or demolished. And we didn't want either of it to happen. Even given to the owners, they might just end up using it as another go down. And we said, you have spent so much money, so can we look at it differently, that the whole building can be removed? while we are talking this concept to him that the whole building can be dismantleable, we are also designing, and the tree form is continuing. The thought as the support, the model is made, and you have a lot of trees. We continue working at the model and creating the walls with both earth blocks and paper tubes in the design. And we talked to our structural engineer who, from our 16 trees within the building, pares it down to just about 8. And this is the structure of the column support. We had a contractor who didn't quite understand the column itself, even after all the drawings were done. So we made models of the joint. And while we were working at the level of the columns and structures, we also decided, can we see how much of the building can be dismantleable? So even at the foundation level, we are lucky to be in Bangalore, where we get granite slabs. So these granite slabs are used so that the plinth, the filling for the plinth doesn't come out, and except for the base where the concrete foundation is, besides that, everything else from this building can be taken and reused. So this facade is also load bearing, and facade is partly with earth blocks, very less of earth blocks, more of wood, aluminum windows, glass, steel, and louvers, a combination depending upon where we need for whatever purpose, air, light, and shade. This is how it looks inside. That's the tree. And this is how it's inside when you enter. So even the flooring was something we decided one could remove. So the flooring is paver blocks on corridors. So while you remove the paver blocks, you can also take away all of the corridors. In 5 years, the corridors just double the price. The furniture as well as divisions are all of paper. Everything can go back to nature. You can reuse it if need be. It's the 5th year. We don't know what the client is planning to do, but we have used a bit of earth blocks, and I want to tell the story of the earth block also. What was most interesting was, while we were talking to the client, we had decided who the contractor will be, and we were making this large basement. This is a basement with garden and a well. So we had lots of extra earth, and we made blocks at this site, which was luckily quite empty around, so extra blocks could be made and kept, and they were used in the building. In this way, we almost didn't get any of the blocks from anywhere else, but from our own site. So our own buildings gave the earth for building here. That's the interior with the paper furniture. The kids can carry it and take it all around. It's not that heavy. But in the end, to me, this is frugality and simple pleasures to the highest core. And that's how I end. Thank you.